At the town hall meeting last week, hosted by State Representative Matt Gress, residents of Scottsdale expressed their opposition to housing migrants and people from the zone at a Scottsdale hotel. So at Tuesday's council meeting, the spin machine was in full damage control. Councilman Tom Durham came to the mayor's defense, claiming that last week's meeting was full of inaccurate statements.
There was a hearing on this project conducted by Representative Gress last Wednesday night. And to put it mildly, there was a lot of confusion resulting from that hearing.
This hearing is about homeless, living in hotels, and not having. I'm happy to come back.
Do you agree to come back for a hearing?
But you're distracting from your failed policy on homelessness. And I gave Mayor Ortega an opportunity to say whether or not he would reject people who are living in the zone and Title 42 for nationals. He didn't say it. He didn't say it. I'm happy to come back, but you are conflating two issues. You're saying that homeless people would not be homeless if
Will you agree to hold a hearing on short-term rentals and about, because it's real.
And you want to make it about something different.
Well, can we have a hearing?
We can. We absolutely can.
And there were a lot of statements made about our programs, which I believe were inaccurate. So I'd like to give you a chance to correct some of those if I can. Has anyone from the zone been allowed into this program?
No, they have not.
Okay, any foreign nationals allowed into this program?
No, they have not been.
I too attended the meeting with Tom last week. I was so very upset, so offended at the comments were made, and the whole thing was mischaracterized. I know our society is upset with what's going on throughout our whole country, but that's not what that meeting was about. And I want to acknowledge the concerns of the citizens, but that was not the appropriate venue. I wanted to bring up a couple facts. I know Tom did a great job with discounting many of the falsehoods that were spoken, and I really appreciate all the support the speakers have given to us tonight, because if you would have based it on what we heard last week, you would think that everybody in our community was against it.
And the gaslighting continued, with Solange Whitehead claiming that the press release says the city will not take migrants or people from the zone.
But we don't place a burden on a private business to somehow be responsible for whether or not we put Title 42 when our city manager and our press release from the city states that we are not going to house Title 42 migrants.
But the July 6th press release says just the opposite.
Councilwoman Littlefield, I wanted to explain that because she said nothing will change except that we have a legal contract with some random language.
The mayor, who had refused to answer questions at the town hall, doubled down on his claims that the representative was using these grievances to foment fear in the community.
I did invite Representative Gress on 5 occasions to come and speak with me here, to understand better what our programming is, and even to observe the location or talk to any participants. People, we have to respect confidentiality, and he told me directly he refused to come here and learn about our system. So that speaks to, unfortunately, the reach that he took in bringing people from 800 miles away in San Francisco, or mischaracterizing the participants, including 52 children.
Councilman Barry Graham proposed an alternate motion that would have guaranteed that the rooms in the hotel would be occupied by only Scottsdale homeless, and not Title 42 migrants or people from the zone in downtown Phoenix.
My alternate motion would be to accept the contract, but to direct staff to add language to the contract that we specifically with the hotel operator, that we won't place, that the city will not place foreign nationals, including those from Title 42 program, or zone evictees or other non-Scottsdale residents as participants in the hotel, so that participants are restricted to Scottsdale residents.
And that was the amendment, and we will now take a vote on that. Please record your vote. It is defeated by a vote of 2 to 5.
5 of the other council members refused to add that condition. So, Mr. Graham's motion was defeated. The city is claiming that the director of the Arizona Housing Authority has changed the terms of the grant. But at this time, no one has been able to provide an updated contract. It is obvious that city elected officials know that this is a bait-and-switch proposal and does not guarantee that these rooms will be occupied by only Scottsdale residents.